Okay. Yeah.
I need to yell at them.
Let's see.
I wish I had a dog. My dad says I'm not responsible enough.
They're
Don't
not
mind
my
my
dogs.
room.
They're not my dogs, they're my mom's dogs, but I call them my dogs.
My
Because
dogs?
they're good dogs.
Do they have microphones?
That was the most terrifying noise that ever came out of my mouth. And I don't even know who.
So I could kind of actually this is a great opportunity for me to actually show you all directly like what I'm working with and kind of the kind of stuff I could change to try and give the track a slightly different feel.
Yes. Yes.
I gotta update my stream title though, because I think it's still the stream title is still from when I was playing some Counter-Strike with some buddies yesterday or the other day.
Counter Strike. I'm
Okay.
having flashbacks.
It's such a fun game to play, even though I'm so bad at it.
Mood.
I
I
No.
only play Warframe because if you're going to have loot boxes or any kind of microtransactions in a game, you're better off making it a free game. I'm going to shut my door so these doggos will stop being an annoyance.
I was about to say I was about to say the only shooter game I ever played was Portal 2, but then I remembered when a Nintendo Switch and Splatoon 2 exists.
Calling Splatoon 2 a shooter is like calling Grand Theft Auto a driving simulator.
Well, I mean, I do a lot of the only
You do shoot in Splatoon.
like the only thing I do in GTA 5 is like racing. Like there are crews in GTA 5 dedicated to its racing component, so
Very true.
it's not a driving simulator, but I mean you do a shit ton of racing in it. And
But literally, one of the biggest points in Splatoon is that you shoot paint.
right.
No, but actually, it's stupid how people think that. Oh my god, it's stupid that people actually think that Smash Bros is a fighting game.
Is it not?
It's not. The creator even says it isn't.
What is it?
Brawling game.
Is that not fighting?
It's a party
It's a
game.
fighting game. Under the
It's a
ESRB,
party
it has to
game.
be classed as a fighting game.
Aren't they like
It's a
synonyms?
party game. The creator even said so. So
I mean, a party game could still be a fighting game.
Yeah, games can transcend genres.
I was gonna give Smash Bros as an example for what Jake was saying. So party games can be fighting games. Yeah, like Smash. Oh.
Good. Good. Okay, stream title updated. I am
You know what my big dream is? Something that I really and animate for my YouTube channel. I really want to make an anime intro.
An animated intro?
An anime intro.
Oh.
just a heads up to the two people who are watching the stream right now. I'm in a Discord voice chat with some random people. Say hi, random people.
Hi! You call me random, how dare you?
how dare you call Jake Neutron random?
I know he's more popular than I am. Way more popular.
Hey, I'm random.
But you have been reduced to a random for the small duration of this random stream that I'm holding.
A random with over 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Look, I'm random.
Christ.
I'm gonna have a stroke if fucking Snapchat doesn't start working because I really like talking to this boy and I want it to just like.
But yeah, if y'all were to hop on the stream right now, you can actually see like the interface where I've been making this track and the synth. How the synth works.
Hold on. I'll pull it up on my computer. Wait, someone sent me a message. Who?
Have any of you guys ever heard of Serum?
Christ on
Hi, I'm Venom.
Fuck.
That's great, Jake. That's great.
Wait, where did you post the link?
Serum.
Oh, do you need a link?
Mixer and synth.
Let's see.
Put it where?
I can feed a link real quick. you want.
Just click on their username. It'll bring up a preview of their profile, and you can just click watch.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Hopefully Twitch
Oh my
actually works.
God, I'm so nasally.
Oh, whoopsie daisy.
I was about to say Tage sent me a message, but it wasn't Tage. It's actually Tig.
Oh,
Wait, you know Tig?
Tide Pod?
Tig.
Oh God.
Tig.
Tiger
Tig.
Lee.
not
Tig.
Tide.
I don't know
We're
that
talking
name.
about the same Tig.
Nobody's watching your stream except for one person.
Ow, my shoulder.
That's
And
great,
me,
Instant. Thank you
so-
for reminding me. That's so amazing.
I'm sorry.
Such a great person.
I'm so.
Oh, that's muted. That's because that's okay. If I play it there, it's just going to be muted. But if I play it here,
The broadcaster indicated that the channel is intended for mature audiences.
oh, when I'm streaming CS:GO, I say fuck a lot.
Oh, so I can.
Oh my god,
swear?
so mature.
Yep.
Oh,
You're
I
on
see.
the-
Fuck yeah!
Fuck yeah, you could. Yeah, you can say fuck in the chat. Feel free to say fuck in the chat.
No, I'm good.
Fuck.
This, though, all those knobs are.
Like, yeah. What's kind of funny about this whole music making stuff is that I guess I have a grasp of like a lot of mathematics and a lot of algebra in particular, and I was thinking that maybe that knowledge of algebra, abstract algebra, would actually help me with understanding music theory. But I don't know shit about chords.
You
I
said
don't know.
might help
talking
with,
about
like,
math for like 5
Maybe like making
seconds.
sense, but not. I think
Hey.
music theory might not have anything to do with algebra. I think it's.
Now, there was some papers published by somebody by the name of Julian Hook, who tried to apply like music theory, or sorry, not tried to apply group theory, a certain subset of algebra, into music theory, basically describing the set of major and minor chords, major and minor triads as some sort of group that you could manipulate with certain algebraic operations. Kind of in the same way
Ooh.
you can add and subtract numbers together, you know.
Nice, mate.
That does
That
actually sound pretty
sounds-
cool.
That does sound cool, but it sounds incredibly overcomplicated.
It
It's,
sounds cool, but I don't understand anything, literally nothing about what you're talking about.
Well,
For
my
the
issue
sake
with
of experimenting with audio.
that sort of thing is that, or with the model, was that it was limited. Like you could only apply it to major and minor triads, or if you wanted to, like major seventh and minor seventh chords, but still kind of limited in that sort of way. But
Yeah.
I
yeah,
don't know
so
what
this.
you're talking about.
So I was talking about when I was saying that this compressor, I just put some multiband compression and was kind of pleasantly surprised at the sound. What happens when I disable this? Actually, let's play it first with.
Do you kids know how to compress?
Yeah.
I don't know how to compress it.
Then when I disable that,
Wait, did you guys actually know? I know you said this. I didn't hear everyone else. What was that? Connect to the Bluetooth device.
Sorry, I sat on my speaker, my Bluetooth speaker, and it decided to
oh my
turn
god,
on.
people are asking me if they want to. Oh,
It's
God.
Austin.
it's
Ooh.
Austin.
Austin.
Who the fuck is
Say,
Hel-
I
Austin?
hello,
turned
Austin.
On my,
That's my
say I
son.
turned on my Bluetooth speaker.
Oh
by
shit,
sitting on it.
boyo.
To be honest, Austin, I gotta
Just
study
like-
for like an exam after this, so I'm just kind of dicking around with some other people in this.
You're procrastinating.
Yes,
I
I'm
love that. What were we
procrastinating.
talking about?
That's not good.
What are you talking about? Procrastinating is amazing.
Yep.
That's
How else do you think
uh,
babies get
not
born?
good. Oh,
Not
okay.
by procrastinating.
Procrastinating check-in.
Refer to your IKEA manual for how babies are made.
Oh,
I was.
It's only
mistake.
2 pages.
the man.
I'm having
clicks
flashbacks to robots.
Stop screwing around. Okay.
You know, something I was also messing around with when I was making this track was
Sorry.
the you know, I've heard some sounds, and like, you know how sometimes you hear a synth sound and it's not quite one note, it feels like 2 notes. You know, sometimes they'll just have, it feels like a note is playing, and you also hear like a perfect fifth interval, 7 semitones above.
Markiplier's streaming right now.
There's a
I feel like there's a
hand
disconnection.
gesture.
I feel like there's a disconnection between me and you guys because
Yes, and that is currently the fact that you actually know musical terms.
I mean,
It
I
might
only know a
be-
little bit of music. I only know a little bit of musical terms. Like,
From what you
Gotta-
have said and what you act like, you're probably currently in college about music theory.
oh, I'm currently am in college, but I'm studying mathematics. Like,
He's my smart boy. His name is
well, it was nice watching. I'm going to race no.
Ed.
Thanks for tuning in for the brief amount of time that I've held this surprise stream.
The baby's pants are.
No
The
offense.
baby's pants are off. Jake Neutron 2018.
Oh,
my
my
God,
God,
they are
so
off.
cute.
Hi.
Wait,
Chip
if I
is so
start
cute.
there. Actually, Instant, you were saying something about this track, like being kind of a little bit boring to listen to, and
Yeah.
like sometimes that can happen because people mix their stuff too flat. So
Alright.
I mean,
it's
We go
like
again?
people will compress or max, like they'll compress the hell out of something, so just so it stays the same volume throughout, and then you don't have that variety
You
in
want me to pick you
volume.
up again? One more time.
I don't know anything about music, so I don't really know if I can criticize it. Very
Alright, I'm
well,
done.
Sorry.
If I tried to pick up Chip,
Well, I
he'd
mean-
kill me.
Are you? Julian's following me.
Anybody has the
Oh,
ability, I think,
Fine,
to
I'll pick you up.
listen to music and identify like
Wait, do you want me to just straight
Whether
up pick
they-
you up? Okay.
Like, I just like there's no melody. It sounds kind of boring.
like you might not know the technical terms, but you can still tell me if something's up or not. You know, if you don't like how this one note is, if you don't like how
How does this
like,
make
I-
music make
I-
you feel?
Yeah.
That's
how does it make you feel?
okay then.
Have you cried?
ugh.
Are you
Oh.
angry? Are you pumped?
Uh,
Are you sad?
uh,
Do you feel like you might have to? Julian, what the hell are you doing? Julian!
Don't crash on the baby, Jay. I'll
He's
beat
like
the shit out of you.
rolling his head backwards. He's trying to kill himself. Stop!
I want to preview this on the master track.
Well, don't let him.
I'm not. You're going back with Sierra.
Whoopsie daisy, I don't want to do that.
I'm not letting you hurt yourself.
how long have I been playing with Jesus?
I need to
My
finish
sister's-
off my- I need to finish off my popcorn chicken.
Alright. I should actually go ahead and work on this track a little bit.
I have like 4 pieces of it left from where I went on to Sonic. Yes. For your information, I do have a picture of Sonic at Sonic.
Sonic.
I have an even better version than Sonic at Sonic. Where is it?
Pregnant.
Is this going to be my new intro? I mean, this could serve as a cool like intro type track.
Here it
for
is.
like future streams, but I don't know.
I thought Austin Man said he was going to.
Yeah,
Holy
I thought
shit,
you said you were going to
acid
play
music.
some of the Foamcoming, the Foamcoming server.
That's Mr.
Ours?
Sonic at Sonic wearing Sonic, drinking from Sonic.
It's, I'm talking to Austin on the stream here. He's stalking you guys right now. He
Oh,
hears
wow.
everything you say.
I need a haircut.
Oh, that's kind of creepy, and I don't even like my voice anyway.
I need a haircut too. Don't worry.
It's still loading.
Oh, still loading. Plus the 3 little dots there at the end, so you know he's still kind of
You
still
know
kind of
he-
waiting with
Alright.
bated breath. He's kind of just. You know what?
So how's the weather?
Dead.
It's weathery.
It's only a conversation.
It's full of
Shit, I
dogs.
gotta put a gator on this.
I just animated something
How beautiful we talking?
like, like this.
Okay, that way I can actually hear you guys.
Hold on, I need to get my sword real quick.
Oh my god, this guy's been.
Oh, it's your screen.
Yeah.
I can remember every server that I ever saw. when I was with-
Are you sure about that?
I don't know. I mean,
Because I'm a part of, like, 17 different Discord servers right now, including this one.
you kind of sounded surprised when I remembered what your server was like when you were talking about the private stuff, like your personal server.
Oh, right, yeah, my
I'm
personal
on
Discord.
40.
I still
I'm on
don't really know
46
how I
Discord servers.
Damn.
40?
46.
46,
Oh,
that's what...
That's,
Yep.
that's a lot of.
I'm
Oh.
active on about 30 of them.
Oh, fucking social club.
So, Austin, you're wondering when is this going to go on Spotify? Maybe never. But, maybe it'll appear on SoundCloud in a few days.
I listen to your SoundCloud sometimes.
Also, what is the Discord link? I'm not going to give you the link. I'm not going to give you the link to this Discord I'm currently in, but I could feed you a link to the personal Discord server if you want.
Oh yeah. You can talk to Buddy with Pal Austin.
Yeah, if you want it, I'll just DM it to you like after the stream.
Or I could just put it in this stream chat.
God, I can't fucking wait for the Knuckles controller for the HTC Vive.
What did I want
For
to pick?
reference, for reference, what the Knuckles controller is, it's not like Knuckles as in Sonic Knuckles. It's Knuckles as in it tracks all 5 of your fingers.
Oh, that's
It's kind of like the Oculus Touch controllers, only you can't drop them without taking them off. There's a little strap that
This
goes around
sounds
your
like
wrist.
Vaporwave.
what the fuck is it?
I wouldn't really call this Vaporwave because, like, the key with Vaporwave is that you gotta... I mean, Vaporwave will incorporate electronic sounds like this, but with Vaporwave, generally, you gotta take some vocals and, like, slow them down a bunch.
It sounds like the Abyss.
Sounds like what? I'm sorry. You're, like, kind of quiet on my end, so...
They're quiet on everybody's end. They
Oh.
are
Yeah, I
incredibly
can turn you up real
quiet.
quick. Oh, you're already at 200%.
I don't
Christ.
know.
Okay.
I'm so afraid to irritate people that I just keep my mic at like 5% all the time.
Oh.
With a voice as cute as yours, I doubt you can.
Oh,
I doubt you can
Um,
irritate people.
well, I guess.
Is Jake still here?
He's
No,
AFK.
he died.
I'm right here.
Oh.
Baby Julian just broke into my room. Hello.
So when you see that, I'm not sure if you're looking at this stream, probably not, but when you look at this first chord that I've put here,
Let's
I wonder what your music theory buddies would think of this, because this isn't actually a proper D sharp minor chord. This isn't a proper D sharp minor triad, because what's going on in this with the synth that I'm using to create this is that the way I have the stack going is that when I play this D sharp, what it's actually doing is that it's playing a D sharp and then an A sharp as well. And then when I'm playing an A sharp, it's playing A sharp and an F as well. And so
Is it one of
here,
those synths that
I
plays
can
like
understand that.
conversions?
Wow.
chord?
it's like,
That's the
I'm
only
sorry, what
words
was the
I-
question you were asking?
Like, okay, wait. There's like synths that I have on the little program I use that sometimes they like purposely try and make their own chords by
Oh.
like moving a single note 3 times. And it makes playing chords on it sound awful because it's basically taking the whole entire chord and then playing it 3 times at the same time, but moved over by a few semitones. And it's
Alright, I'm gonna bounce for now. I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay,
Alright.
sounds good.
Bye-bye.
We're supposed to help with the
Hold on a second. I'm myself again because I don't want to like bother.
Wait, can you look at the GIF that I posted in Arts
The
for
GIF?
Parts?
Let me check.
Wow.
Well, I'm not really talking like There's actually things that wait, how would something like that even work? Like take the chords and play them 3 times over, and then like, I know there's arpeggiators that exist, but like,
I can't understand anything that's on your screen right now.
I could try and
It is a lot.
I could try and help you understand it.
It's a lot.
I mean, the first part of this, is it starts off very simple.
Oh, I love
like
that.
you just start off with a simple sawtooth wave. You just start off with a sawtooth wave. That's where it all starts from. And so the next thing you do, so it just starts off with a sawtooth wave, and it's no sounds coming up because this channel here is actually starts off at volume 0 at the very start.
What's a sawtooth wave? I know what it is, but like,
Come on. Do I actually have to tell you all what I know I don't have to tell you, Jake, but do I have to tell any of you guys what a sawtooth wave is?
Yeah.
show them visual representations of them.
I don't know what it is, but you don't have to tell me.
Oh, well, every sound is made up of, like, a bunch of harmonics, or, sorry, a bunch of sine waves. So, you can think of a sound as being, when you play a note at frequency F, you have a sine wave playing at a certain volume at frequency F, another sine wave playing at frequency 2F, then another one at frequency 3F at a certain volume, 4F, 5F, and so forth. Right?
Okay, then I guess.
It's just a shit ton of It's just a shit ton of sine waves. So this sawtooth wave is what happens when you take a sine wave at basically every possible frequency n times f, where n is a natural number.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It doesn't have to.
Okay, well, you can also think of it as just it takes this shape. It looks like the tooth of a saw. I'm not sure if you ever tried to chop down a tree before, but
No, it just looks like a very extended bow tie.
Ah, okay. Let me go ahead and actually bypass what these LFOs are doing, so I can show you what this sounds like when I just play this sawtooth.
How dare this? This automod thinks it can control me by saying, "Hey, your message is being checked by mods and has not been sent." How dare
Hey, your message is being checked by mods.
So the first thing you start off with is so that was a sawtooth. I just played the sawtooth wave, just a regular sawtooth wave. That's what you start off with, and then the next thing I did with this synth is I added a little something called unison, which is what happens when you take like a bunch of different sawtooth waves here and you play them at slightly different frequencies. You get this kind of weird sound, like.
Oh, I need to turn. Like, I muted the stream because I don't like to hear the sound of my own voice.
Relatable?
So that's what that sounds like.
Jake, what do you think of the?
You could just like mute my just like put my volume at like 0, so that way I don't have to hear it.
And then the next thing actually in this is that, you know, there's kind of that there's that sound where it's kind of, how do I explain that? You know how it was kind of wavy in a way? How it was kind of cyclic? It'd kind of go up and then it'd go down and it'd go up and it'd go down, but the note would stay the same. See, that's where this phaser comes in. That's where this phaser actually comes in. This little filter right here. It's a special kind of filter. Most filters are low pass or high pass, so with a low pass filter, they just cut off the highest frequencies, and with the high pass filter, they just get rid of the lowest frequencies. But this one right here, chops away at a special subset of the frequencies. So, and how did I check this one again?
Has anyone ever donated to you?
No, it's never happened. I don't expect it to ever happen.
Oh wow, that's kind of sad actually.
There we go. So you hear that?
Hold on, let me turn it up.
Yeah, so that's what happens when that filter starts moving around. Then I think I put another filter to this. Doesn't really do much, but
Chip, come here.
Oh,
Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Oh, my goodness.
right.
talking
Oh,
to
what?
a dog.
Then the next big effect that I added was
Hey, Chip.
oh, these effects are still on actually. Okay.
Ken's been playing with microbullying depression for 1 day. I know
Yes,
sometimes
eternal.
it says that Red Laser Beam was playing with lasers for 8 days, so that's. Oh,
This was something I was having problems
At least
with
Flash.
making the synth. Like at really low notes, it just sounds really dumb. Like I hate the sound.
I wonder if it's Mr. Awesome.
My dog hates me so much.
So I try to chop off the lower frequencies with this EQ.
My dog sounds like somebody told me my dog sounds like a bass drum because he's like.
Wait, hold on, guys. I gotta go for a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna come back for Thor Ragnarok.
Let's go ahead.
That's
Okay.
Okay.
See you around, Jake.
That was it's nice, I
Hi,
guess.
Chip. Hi, Chip.
Did I re-enable everything yet? Mm.
I wonder if I should actually get into Hamilton. Let's
Get into what? I'm sorry.
Hi, Chip.
Never mind.
Let's see.
Chip, I love you. I love you,
So sometimes during like the track, you kind of hear a new note coming in, but sometimes it's not a new note coming in. It's just this LFO hitting this point in it's kind of hitting a certain point. And at that certain point, what it's actually doing is that I have this LFO wired to the reverb. And just so happens when I go from full reverb, like full on wet to full dry, it just has that sound effect as if you're playing a new note. It's pretty cool.
Chip, you need a bath.
What movies
So, Lala.
Oh.
Oh, baby.
See,
You
dogs
want
I
your
can
dog?
understand. I can't understand what the fuck Laser's saying.
Hi.
I'm sorry.
Whoa, whoa.
This is the kind of stuff that you could I mean, if you really wanted to, this is something that a couple of 5-minute YouTube videos can get you caught up to speed on.
The only music
Yeah,
like knowledge I
real.
know is the knowledge I get from playing instruments.
Hmm.
Which I've played a lot in my day. Haha.
Yeah.
Chip, why are you so itchy?
I used to play the violin and then I quit. So
See, the best way to learn how to use one of these stupid synths is to actually open them up and start dicking around with the knobs and see what happens.
fuck, my phone's ringing.
My dog, why do you hate me so much?
So who's in the voice chat right now, anyways?
Me.
Okay.
My dog hates me.
I'm
But I
animated.
love you.
You guys are like really quiet on my end.
Oh, sorry. My mic is really like. I have to like hold it up to my face until people.
Yeah, I'm on my phone. I'm using earbuds. I don't know.
I'm gonna,
Hi,
I'm gonna,
Chip,
I'm
I
gonna
love
talk
you.
closer to my mic now.
There we go. Well,
Chip, you look like a little burrito.
but I was saying the best way to learn these things is to just like start dicking around with the knobs until something happens.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
wrap
that's
Chip
what I
up like
learned.
a
What
burrito.
reverb was. That's how I learned what reverb.
Right.
I
Come here,
returned.
Chip. I'm gonna wrap you up in a blanket like a burrito. Like a puppy burrito.
Just talking to you, dog.
I'm curious, Matterhorn, what did you use to like make that theme that you made?
Just an online website. I was too lazy to actually open up FL Studio or like something like GarageBand. It's called Beatbox. I like the sound that it makes.
I made a puppy burrito.
Wait, you made a puppy burrito?
I made a puppy burrito. He hates me so much. Oh my god.
My
How does
dog
that
is
happen?
too large to make a puppy burrito.
I made a puppy burrito. I wrapped my dog up in a blanket.
I might get my
He
dog
can't
just
move.
because.
I wrapped him up
Make you
so
wanna
that
get
he
my
can't
dog.
move.
I might actually. My dog sounds like a bass drum.
Chip, I love you. Please just accept this.
It's like
Oh,
force
he
your
looks
animal
like a
to
little
love you.
Ewok.
Like, let's see. Like,
It's
Matter,
for-
maybe you should take the opportunity to, like, try and recreate it in recreate your little theme in FL Studio, see what happens.
Yeah, I probably should. I'm gonna probably do that. And I'm gonna try a version where you just add like new instruments.
Hmm.
I took a picture of my dog in a puppy burrito.
You should
Oh,
post that
yay.
in the,
Yes.
I'm curious to see what this looks like. You should post it in the kitten Discord.
Well, disclaimer, my dog is as grumpy as I am. And
You got rid of the one channel I asked for pet pictures. How dare. How dare you?
I didn't get rid of any channels.
You got no, like it was a while ago, but I asked for a channel for specifically for pet pictures and it was gone after like 2 days, so
I think Atoha probably deleted it.
I
This
think
is okay, I sent it to selfies.
there was a point where the disc. Aw, that's cute.
oh my goodness.
He looks so mad, and you know what? He is.
He looks
He didn't even. He
he,
fell asleep.
I don't even know. I should get my dog, but I don't know.
He fell asleep.
Have a cat.
There's a point where that Discord had like way too many channels. We needed to cut those down. It's kind of
I know
sad
you
to see
have
some of those channels
fan
go
art,
though.
But people kept mistaking the fan art to just put fan art for anything when it's for fan art of you. So
Right.
I mean it like I know I have
Yeah.
another server that I'm in where like the fan art is specifically for the creator and not for like anything else.
Hmm.
And the art discussion is for art.
Yeah, I mean, like I had it originally for that and I don't like because I wanted to be able to see if people made fan art. Like if people sent it to the art chat, I didn't want it to get drowned out.
Hmm.
And I like to feature fan art in my videos now because people are making it so much. I thought it would be cool to have it at the end of my videos,
Oh,
but
Okay.
I have to be able to find it.
Ah.
Yeah. Your hoodie, by the way, it's ruined. Well, mine at least. My mom
Yours
ruined
got
it.
ruined how?
I guess I told my mom not to put it in the dryer because I was pretty sure it was gonna ruin like, the design. And I said don't put it in the dryer, and she put it in the dryer.
Oh no, I'm
and
sorry.
there's just a big hole in the design thing.
Sorry.
And then that's okay.
That sucks. Mine hasn't been doing that. I guess I just
Yeah.
specific way to watch it. I mean, TeePublic is the cheapest. I wanted to put it on a place and on a site where it was good, but it was also like cheap enough so you could afford it because Redbubble is really expensive.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Redbubble
forced my
really
brother to buy
overprices
me
their
one.
hoodies.
Ah.
I was just like, hey, can you get me this? And he's like, okay.
Yeah, busy in a little burrito. He was mad, but I think he's accepting it.
You made me want to get my dog. I don't know.
I like having dogs that are small because I can pick them up. And my big dogs are too old, so I could pick them up, but I don't want to hurt them.
Honestly, I don't like animals that much. Like, I like that they're cute, but
I love animals more than people. I'll
I
be
want a
honest.
very calm animal, and my dog is not calm. So
Yeah, I mean, my dogs are pretty calm. Oh,
what the fuck? Died.
You're so fluffy. What are you doing? Goku, what are you doing?
Nah.
I want to get my dog.
That's the thing about friendly breed of dogs. So even though I know how upset they still nice. I have 3 dogs. I love animals.
I have a problem.
Oh.
Daisy, what are you doing?
I have one
What you
dog,
doing?
and that is enough for me.
What
You
you
sound
doing?
like I'm
What you doing,
miserable.
Daisy? What? What, Daisy? What? I love you. Yes, I do. Daisy, I love you. I'm gonna sit by you. Hi, Daisy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daisy is like one of those dogs where if you walk by
I'm
her
doing like
or
a
if
lot of
you pet her and
exaggerated
you
stuff.
stop, she barks at you.
My dog punches me a lot.
Oh my god, Daisy will like try to whack me with her paw.
No, he just jumps like all the way on my bed, and then he'll just jump and then slam both of his
Right
paws
there,
on
I
my stomach.
actually there's like this warp
Mhm.
tool where you can
Nice, nice.
Daisy
select
tries
what
to
you
hit me
want.
in the face.
and then hit the
But-
head. Like, it helps to
But Daisy's sweet.
What the heck?
You hearing this?
What? Yeah,
I
what?
just started digging. I just picked up this there's this ring modulation filter in this plugin. I don't know what ring modulation really does, but I just started dicking around with it and I got this
Like
weird radio signal type sound.
I have your Siri muted only because I don't want to hear the sound of my own voice because I don't like it.
Oh.
I'm sorry. It just sounds weird. How many people usually watch your streams?
It depends. When I did like the 5M stuff, I got as many as 15 viewers in once.
Wow.
But whenever I do stuff with the Bonesaw guys, I usually don't get anybody.
Oh, that's really sad.
Yeah.
I feel kind of
What?
bad.
What? I love you.
So
Come here.
I think the only reason though that the 5M the only reason that the one 5M stream I did got like 15 views was because like I was hosting this big event and I was one of 2 people that was going to be streaming it, so it was kind of a special event type thing, you know. So people naturally
Nice.
funneled into the stream, not necessarily because they enjoyed it, but because I was one of the few ways that they could watch what was going on.
Cars.
So
Why do you like cars?
what was I going to wire this to? Oh, I remember.
Why is one of the neutron stars Adam Neutron? That's
Oh yeah, I
copy.
have a big grand
Excuse me?
piano right here. You hear that?
Oh, I can play the piano. Ooh.
Play
I
it.
can't play the piano.
Music. Piano. The one thing I understand about music. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh my god. Ah!
I can't even.
Yeah, I
I
have
think I've been playing for like 9 years, I think. I can't even remember.
Can you hear that?
Scale?
Yeah.
Can you play?
Kinda. I mean, I can play songs.
I've been taking lessons for 9 years and with this old lady that is famous.
So,
Next week is gonna murder me. I have like a band concert on Monday, and then on Friday I have a clarinet recital, and then on Saturday I have a piano guild where I have to play 10 pieces in front of a judge, and she gives me a score.
yeah. Yeah, I never got into like band and stuff because I was always too busy doing art. But I do like piano.
I can't do art at all. Oh, it sounded like the wolves. The
If only you were
wolf.
playing through like a higher quality mic, because then the notes would come out better.
Yeah, I could.
Oh my god. Who the hell is still watching the stream? Make yourself known in the chat if you're still watching the stream.
Oh my god, wait,
Who?
hold on.
Me?
I guess I have 2 viewers right now.
Yeah.
Can we try to figure out my microphone?
I'll make myself known in the stream.
Ah! Can you hear me?
There you go.
Yep, we can hear you.
I could just give
Wait,
you the
does
link
this sound
to
better or?
It sounds about the same quality, I think.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out a way. Hold on.
Sad.
Is this
I
louder?
played a little bit of piano.
I think.
Okay, because I turned it up a little bit. I think. Hold on. It's hard to tell.
I've played a little bit of piano in the hideout voice chat, but I really hate doing it because I don't want people to judge me. So
Yeah, like the closest I've gotten to like playing piano, like in chats, is I would sit at the piano, and if my friend would say something sad, I would just go like this.
Oh my god.
oh my god, yes.
Yes,
And
dude.
I'll just wait.
Damn.
Yeah, but I like if I like a song, I'll teach it to myself in piano, but that doesn't necessarily mean I know how to play the piano.
I can, like, I pretty much can only play classical music, and I've wanted to learn how to do other things, like other songs, but like for piano. But my teacher, my piano teacher, I asked her about it, and she said that it is only real piano if you just play classical pieces. I'm just like, oh,
That
okay.
is dumb. My dad's a piano bar guy. He plays
Piano
like-
bar guy.
Yeah, piano
I
bar
don't know what
guy.
to call it. Yeah, he
Yeah,
plays at a piano
said
bar.
that I can't. I'm not a real pianist if I do that. So
That's stupid.
it is, but whatever, I guess. I can play the themes for Undertale.
Oh my god, wait. I can usually figure out.
I learned how to play. I learned how to play Your
I
Reality.
need to slow a lot of
Okay.
this down.
I wanted to learn how to play Your Reality.
It's pretty easy. I mean,
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure I could teach
Just like
myself.
that.
bum, ba-da-da, ba-da-da.
I usually do it by watching Synthesia videos and copying what they do, so that's how much I know about piano.
No,
I
that's
learned. I don't know if you know what B Marcel is, but I learned how to play. My
Oh my god, wait. I could at one point hear it out.
That's the person. Like this is the story. I might have to like extend a lot of this stuff out.
Let me try to. I'm gonna look. I'm looking at a Synthesia for Your Reality. I want to learn how to play it. Oh my god,
I
my
learned
phone
how
needs
to
to stop
play-
listening to me speak.
I played a little bit of the one song from can't even remember what it's called. I'm sorry.
I like singing the most though.
I mean, I enjoy it, but I can only do it if both my parents are out of the house. That's the only time I feel comfortable doing it.
Yeah, that's a win.
Do. Oh my god.
No, that's wrong. I haven't played this song in Okay.
I know how to play the one thing from Dear Evan Hansen.
Oh my god! Yeah, I learned that. Forgot. That's the thing is I don't usually play the piano consistently, so I forget when I learn.
I played Waving for Window, and I played this one song from I don't know if you've listened to any of Waitress, but
I love Waitress, dude. I
Oh.
love musicals. I know almost every musical.
the only musicals the only musical I haven't gotten into yet is Hamilton.
I really like Hamilton, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite.
The only thing I know from Hamilton is attack, retreat, attack, retreat. What are you doing? Get back on the feet. But there's so many of them. I'm sorry.
Is this not your speed?
Hamilton, ready, sir. Get Lafayette to take the lead. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That is the only thing I know. I'm sorry.
One of my favorite musicals of all time is Something Rotten.
Hmm.
I really like that musical. That musical is so funny.
I think my favorite musical has to be Dear Evan Hansen, just because I can relate to it on a personal level.
That's one of the few musicals I know the songs from, but I haven't really seen yet. However, it's coming to Florida at the theater near me. So I'm gonna see it.
That's sad. The only place I can find is I can only New York, and I'm just but I can't go to New York.
Yeah.
That's sad.
There's a theater by me, and Hamilton's going to that theater.
If I
Waitress,
knew that you haven't seen it yet, I would have sent you this sooner. But it got copyright striked. But I found the entire Dear Evan Hansen thing bootlegged, but it got taken.
Oh man, I could probably find it. I mean, a lot of the musical bootlegs are still on YouTube. They're just called things that are weird. They're like,
It's like not, yeah, the one that I saw was not Dear Evan Hansen. What are bootlegs? It's like, oh.
Yeah, the bootleg that I watched for Something Rotten with my mom. Because I saw Something Rotten when it came to my theater. It's called like Tap Dancing Eggs, the musical or something.
Everyone lives in Florida. The heck?
Florida's just good.
Like, I would have sent it to you. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Sorry for, it was a really long time ago, but sorry for accidentally calling you out of nowhere.
Oh, I don't care. I would have probably answered it.
No, I didn't even mean to. Like, I was like on my computer and I was just going through my DMs and I clicked on a name, but I accidentally clicked right on the star voice call, so I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I do that a lot too. Like, it's kind of sad how often I do that.
Yeah, same.
Got
like, I didn't even understand that. I was like, it took me a few moments to process. Wait, I started a call. Oh.
I love how this moves. Like, the character there is like,
get the notification immediately. I only got it when it said missed call from this person. I was like, oh no, did they try to call me?
I did, and the only thing I said other than was fuck, I didn't mean to do that.
I need to get a public opinion. Should I order Uber Eats right now?
I've never been on an Uber.
I say yes.
I've never been to Uber driver.
I've never been on the Uber.
I've never been to Uber driver.
I've never been to Uber driver. But no, I'm not getting on an Uber. The Ubers bring me food.
My parents don't even know what Uber is.
Oh. Yeah, I use Uber a lot.
My parents don't know anything about anything, and they're very close-minded as well. So.
Oh, that's just lovely.
Yeah, they don't like like I said, they don't like anybody in the LGBT community. Let me just tell you, if I tell you a detail, I'm sure you understand how close-minded they are. They are hardcore Trump supporters. Does that give you an idea of how close-minded they are?
Oh God.
Well,
my dad loves Trump.
My brother loves Trump. I don't have a political opinion for
me neither. Honestly, I haven't wanted to get into politics because it just feels like a shit.
I get into politics, but not in the kind of like bash Trump kind of way. I'm not a liberal, nor am I a Republican. I'm more like in the middle.
Like, I'm not saying that what Trump did was bad or what Hillary did was bad. Like, they're both okay, I guess. But
I hate them both.
Apparently, Hillary wanted to start nuclear war.
Hillary pretty much killed. I am literally sure Hillary killed somebody.
Okay,
I don't know that smile.
Let's steer clear of politics. I don't want to get into that.
Sorry.
No, nobody's arguing. I'm saying.
Like, I know. I don't like to talk about politics that much. Now I just feel bad for saying that. But, like, here's the thing. My mom is really racist. Like, she does not like black people at all. No.
Oof, I take offense to that. Oof.
Yeah, like, yeah, she's very rude as well. Like, there's this one time where she asked to be moved to a different table just because she didn't like the people sitting next to us.
What the hell was that? What did I do there? What did I do there? I'll admit, while you guys were talking about politics, I've been trying to dick around creating this random synth sound, but I was trying to do it while you guys were talking, so it was kind of hard for me to focus on what I was doing, and I accidentally came up with something that sounded really cool.
I'll just shut up now.
You see, we're the source of your musical talent.
We are.
But no, I know how it feels to have a crappy, well, not crappy parents, but a crappy parent. My dad is not a great person, but my mom's a great person.
My dad, he doesn't like anybody that looks Mexican because he thinks they hopped over the border or something.
Whoa, what the fuck? My dad makes racist jokes, but I mean, that doesn't bother me. It's just that he's a shitty person.
Wait, I remember that one time that Zombie decided to say nigger dicks, so. Oh yeah. He wanted me to ask you,
oh, you guys said the N-word on stream. Damn it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so
This is not going to be looked upon very highly by the people in the Bonesaw Discord. And
I feel so bad. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I take offense to that. Tisk tisk.
Fuck my life. Sorry, I'm playing Overwatch.
Oh my god.
Fuck my team. Eat my ass.
I'm sorry. I feel bad. I'm sorry.
I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, Kitten Zombie. Zombie wanted to know why didn't you reply to his DMs? I'm just kidding. That was a joke. But
Because he's
yeah.
annoying.
Yeah, he is. I
Because
understand.
he's really annoying, and he got kicked out of my server for a reason, and that usually means that not only did he violate rules,
not in
but
my
violated my server.
And then he came back as AI.
He can't. Yeah, he
put it
came back
somewhere,
as
then we
a person.
always
Why
find
would I
out
want to
what
talk to
it
him? He's
Honestly,
untrustworthy. He's
I'll
annoying.
be
I don't
pretty
like
much.
him. I'm gonna block him.
Everyone knew except for you. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, he's just a shitty like individual, and he's in this server, which I probably will talk to Jake about getting him banned because I've already seen shit that he's doing in this server that Jake hasn't monitored correctly, and I'll be like, Jake.
Yeah.
Okay, bye. Okay. I can talk freely
But
now.
yeah, I feel. Yeah. I mean.
I mean.
I don't encourage him to do this shit. Like I don't appreciate him doing that. Like I feel really bad talking about him because it's like guilt trip.
I don't because I don't like him, and he knows I don't like him. Well, if he doesn't, I don't like him.
Yeah.
What are you guys who are you guys talking about?
Also,
somebody who used to be in Kitten's Discord and is no longer in Kitten's Discord. Probably for a good reason.
With the guy Game Over, you know, that guy that you also banned? Yeah. He's not Zombie, just saying. He's Impact. Do you know who that is? Impact?
No.
Impact Arcus, the suicidal guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was him. He changed it to Game Over, I guess, because he was sad.
I mean, I feel bad for banning suicidal people from my server, but like
he spells it like this. That guy, you know?
Yeah.
That's who it was.
I feel bad for doing that, but like, I don't want any negativity like that on my server.
Yeah. I mean, he's better now. Like I guess he was just in a really depressing pit, but. Like, I wanted to talk about maybe getting him unbanned, but never mind, I guess. But
I mean, you can, but he just needs to not be. He just needs to know not to do that ever again.
Okay. I thank you. Actually, I felt kind of bad. So do I have permission to unban him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't like banning people.
I was scared to ask. Because you're kind of scary, but anyways.
I'm kind of scary.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm scared of a lot of people, especially Laser. Laser, you fucking dickbag. Okay.
I'm not scary. I don't
I
don't carry any sort of intimidating presence to my name.
Yes, you do.
You sound like Leafy. That's
yes, he does.
Christ.
He does.
That's intimidating enough.
Not only that, but he's Laser. You sound really serious and scary, so all the time.
Look, I think the worst crime I've been guilty of is sexually identifying as a red laser beam.
Scared the shit out of me that one time you warned me.
Literally no one scares me or intimidates me.
I wasn't mad that you warned me that one time. I just wish you told me that. Oh, okay. Oh, don't.
Why do I scare you? I get kind of why Red Laser would scare you. People being smart sometimes. No, smart people don't intimidate me because they make me angry.
Come on, I'm not smart.
Stop talking. Like, I hate it when you talk about math. Just like, stop talking about math.
Well, I mean, if you wanted to talk about math, I could talk about math.
No!
Shut your mouth.
So, I mean, something I was coming at. I mean, this was an interesting problem actually
Somebody server mute him.
Wait, what? No, no server mute, no server mute.
No math. No math will
Look,
be allowed.
I just wanted to talk a little bit about ring theory. There's nothing wrong with ring.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I am literally 1 subscriber away from 230. Oh.
Maybe we can get you there after I finish this lecture about ring theory.
No, shut up. Shut your mouth.
What's ring theory, lady?
No.
Well, earlier I was talking about, like, I was briefly telling Jake something about groups and how you could manipulate elements the same way you could manipulate musical chords the same way you could like add and subtract numbers from each other. Well, the whole idea of a group is that you generalize that notion of adding and subtracting numbers to each other. So you have this set S, and you have a bunch of elements in that set, which you can perform a binary operation on them, and still get elements in that set. And then if you have an equation of unknowns, in that in that set, you can always solve for the unknown variable. And so the ring is just a generalization of the group where you have 2 of those binary operations instead of just 1. And you call them addition and multiplication. So, an interesting fact in ring theory is that if you have any ring, and 1 minus BA is left invertible, then so is 1 minus AB. So if you can find some number x in the ring such that x times the quantity 1 minus AB equals 1, you can actually find a quantity y such that y times the quantity 1 minus BA, I think it was, yeah, equals 1. So, I'm almost done.
Were you there for what I talked about, the fucking finite math?
No, I was not actually. I happen to know a lot of finite math, to be honest, because, like, I've taken courses in combinatorics and graph theory and abstract algebra, which ring theory is within abstract algebra, by the way. So is group theory, so.
Wait, guys, I'm gonna be
so
right
you
back.
know about finite math, right?
Are you done?
Guys, I'm gonna...
Okay,
guys,
so what about finite math?
Guys, I'm gonna be back in like a couple seconds. I just need to like screen share with someone.
Okay.
Okay.
How many
Okay,
is a
finite
couple?
math
6?
basically it's a math about centered around numbers, and basically in like normal people terms they will say, okay, so we have a number-based system of 10. Finite math is basically like, fuck you, anything can be, we can call anything anything. Like if I said there was 5 bananas and there was only actually 2 bananas, there's still 2 bananas. I'm just saying there's 5 bananas. So it's basically finite math is fucking around with the idea that we can have other base systems rather than 10, and then they'll give you like they'll give.
I mean, you can do that. I mean, it's just not. That kind of stuff actually isn't algebraically interesting because you can build build an isomorphism from the. Well, actually, I actually have to be careful here. I'm not sure if you could build a field isomorphism between the ring of the real numbers and infinite dimensional Z10 space, but I mean, when you study base 10, base 9, base 8, base 7, base 6, it's just different ways to represent the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was pretty cool. Like, if I like, it's fun.
Your mic's kind of cutting out there, buddy.
Really?
Oh my.
Yeah, like if I said
Right
2
math.
plus 4 in a number-based system of 4s, it would be
Why? Please stop the math.
It'd be 12.
Hmm.
So 4 plus 2 in a number-based system of 4s would be 12. It's just really it's confusing. My dad was the one who talked to me about it because he failed out of it in college.
I think one of the most confusing things I've had to deal with was, you're familiar with modular math, right? When you try and do, like, say, 6 times 8 modulo 7?
I think so.
Yeah, so it's like you have to try and get... So, for example, 7 times 2, modulo 7 is actually 0 because 14 is a multiple of 7.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Yeah, so, like, we learned, like, a generalization of this in algebra called... well, basically it was the notion of something called a...
Come on, Chip! Sorry, my dog's outside.
Something called a coset. If you had a group G and you had a subgroup G... sorry, if you had a group G and a subgroup H, you'd say that the cosets A plus H and B plus H were the same if A minus B was in H. And this is, let's see, so in the particular case of, it's actually a generalization of modular math. So for example, 14 equals 0 modulo 7 because 14 minus 0 is a multiple of 7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of what they were getting at there. It was kind of like, you know, you said that two cosets were the same if you could subtract the two representative elements and get an element that was in the underlying set. So kind of like in the special case where you do modular math, it's just you subtract the two elements and see if they're in this one set, which is just the set of all numbers that are multiples of, say, 7 in the example that I gave.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. That kind of shit just boggles my mind. Like,
are we done talking about math?
Okay, we should stop talking about math.
Yeah, we should.
Instant's gonna, like...
Yeah, Instant's gonna explode. We could talk about the synth that I accidentally made while you guys were talking.
Not
Hold on. I gotta dip out of the call because I was gonna watch Thor Ragnarok with Jake.
Didn't need you anyway.
I'll come back later on tonight. I'll be up very late.
Okay, sounds good.
Bye, you guys.
Bye-bye.
So, do you just want to leave, or are you staying here?
Maybe we should, maybe this is a good time to say, let's head on out of here. And, so, what do you want to... What could we... Okay. Actually, let me end that